Hey folks, Sean here. And in this episode, I want to talk to you about by far the most important thing you can do when it comes to attempting to be successful building a SaaS or a software business. And that is mastering sales. You need to put time and effort into sales because if you can generate them, everything else will essentially fall into place. So let me describe for you what I mean by this. Now, this comes from me being engaged in a bunch of different communities where every day, without fail, I'm seeing posts that are, I built this product or I want to build this product. What do you think about this idea? Will this be successful? All of those can be answered by the simple fact of whether or not you can sell them. This is why I'm constantly reinforcing that this is realistically not just the most important element, but arguably almost the only thing that matters. I don't think it's the only thing that matters. It's almost the only thing that matters. The reason why I go so strong on that is because people spend a ton of time on almost everything else. And I'm really starting to begin to understand why, right? I made those mistakes myself. Sales is a little bit difficult, a little bit awkward, especially those of us that have a technical background like I do. Now, the problem in those situations is most of us have been corrupted with some type of experience with bad sales. And what I mean when I say bad sales is somebody trying to get you to do something that you clearly don't want to do or don't know whether or not you should do it or aren't ready to do it or whatever. Right? They're just focused on making the sale. That largely never works in a sustainable way. If that ever does work, where people are scamming someone, that is a very temporary and limited thing. Now, if that's been your experience, I mean, almost all of us have some type of an experience like that when it comes to something like sales. What I'd hope you'd come to understand and appreciate is that bad sales is not representative of what it should be. And what it should be is simply trying to figure out what problem someone has, ideally a bunch of people or customers or businesses or whatever that has something in common. They're trying to make some form of progress. And you're trying to figure out whether or not the solution that you have can help them overcome that challenge. If that's the case, it's literally just matchmaking. Sales is matchmaking. And if you can create the right match, there it is. That's really all you got to do. Beyond that, you shouldn't be trying to force anything. Anything that's trying to force anything, that's bad sales. So when you have the experience in terms of like what sales is supposed to be, the pressure in terms of maintaining it, doing it, investing in it, that reduces considerably. Unfortunately, like I said, there's a lot of bad examples out there and there's a lot of people that have had bad experiences with it. But once you get over that element of it, you can almost start to enjoy it because that's what matchmaking is like, right? If someone needs something and you're able to connect the dots for them, that's value that they're receiving. That's the approach that I want to get you to, that you should be thinking of when you're in the mindset of or doing anything related to sales work. You're trying to help people, right? Even if whatever it is you do isn't a match, like you can't connect the dots for somebody, you still might be able to point them in the right direction. But again, you're not trying to just close a deal, quote unquote, or force a sale or whatever. None of that stuff. That, again, bad sales. So once you figure that out, it reduces the pressure considerably, takes a lot of that pressure off. Then instead, you can start to look at it from an enjoyable perspective because it's about helping somebody make progress. Now, the reason why I say sales is so important is because generating sales for your software or your SaaS, that starts everything. It's the catalyst for all kinds of progress. Up until that point, however, anything else that you do besides building an effective sales process, and when I say effective, it's one that can consistently convert prospects to free trial users to paying customers, right? Ultimately, it's got to help move the needle with regard to your business model, your revenue model. You need to generate revenue. It needs to translate to usage. You need to be able to get feedback from these people so that you can figure out how much value your product is providing. That is an effective sales process. And again, it's the catalyst for everything. If you can get sales consistently, you can get more sales. So even if the early version of your product isn't great, then you can always make improvements and go get more customers, right? But if you can't get any customers, it doesn't matter what you have to sell or how much time you spent on perfecting it or making it whatever it is you want it to be. It's not going to work. you have to design the sales process first. So if you're wondering where to start and you're any of these folks putting posts out on the web or talking to people, trying to get feedback on whatever it is, right? Just go out there and try to figure out how to sell it. Talk to somebody, find the folks in your target market, see whether or not the solution that you have in mind will help move the needle when it comes to whatever problem or challenges they have. If you are getting legitimate traction that way and you can develop a real sales channel, that is permission to move forward with your project, but not before that. Being able to generate sales consistently for your software or your SaaS is by and large the most important milestone that you should start with.